What's going on, guys? It's the DJ with All Day DFS, and I hope y'all guys are having a great day so far. This is the Thursday night NFL football video for y'all guys. Guys, if this is your first time playing PrizePicks, if you're thinking about playing PrizePicks is the way to go. It's just you versus the house, picking the over or the under. Real simple. Like today, we got a discount on Patrick Mahomes TDs. He's at 1.5. So if you like him for the over at 1.5, all you're doing is picking the over or the under. You hit the 1.5, you pick the over. That's all you're doing. Picking over, under is you versus the house, not you versus sharks, not you versus 100,000 lineups, not you having a very little chance of winning. This right here is to me the best way to go. It's just, again, you versus the house. You can share knowledge. We have a community of people doing this stuff. Come on and join the team, join the community. If you use the promo code all day, it's right there, all day. You'll get 100% match up to $100. So if you throw in $100, PrizePicks will match it with $100, and you got $200 to start, and that's a great way to flip it. So let's get it. Again, use that promo code all day to sign up. So guys, yeah, I'm doing a football video. This is my second football video of the season. I just been so focused on NBA, and like I said, NBA is an everyday thing, and I was so focused on NBA. And before we had these sheets that we offer now, the research for me was just, it took me multiple hours to do research, and by the time I got my NBA stuff ready, it was just too late to make a football video. But now with these sheets, it cuts down the research time to 30 minutes to an hour, and I'm done. And now I have time to make a football video, and I love football, and I've been hitting my football picks, and I've been getting a lot of requests from people to make football picks. The last couple weeks, I've hit multiple 15x winners. I've hit some 10x, I've hit some 5x, so I just got a lot of requests like, hey man, you need to make some football videos. And I love football. Football's my favorite sport, and I'm good at it as well. It's just like I said, I just focus a lot on NBA because it's an everyday thing, and I love NBA. Football and NBA is my two favorite sports. But so here we go with this football video. So guys, right now we got Patrick Mahomes on the board. He's at a Christmas discount. PrizePicks is running this promo for Christmas. He's at 1.5 pass touchdowns. I like them at 2. I was thinking he's going to get at least 3. He had 3 versus them last time. So I definitely like him at 1.5. Now, there's a limit to how much money you can put on these promos. I don't know what it is now. Usually it's between $25 to $50. So first on the board, I'm going to take advantage of this. You got an hour and 7 minutes to take this deal. So I like Patrick Mahomes over 1.5 touchdowns. Again, basing this a lot of what he did versus them the last game. He's hit 8 out of 13 games this season. He's gone over 1.5 touchdowns. So give me Patrick Mahomes over 1.5 touchdowns for the first pick. I really do like that one. I think he's going to at least get us 2. So again, Patrick Mahomes over 1.5 touchdowns. The next on the list, and guys, I'm going to give you what I'm liking, and I'm going to give you what you can do to use some 15x lines. Okay. Next, I like Justin Herbert over 279 yards. Last game he went over them. He went over last game versus them. And tonight, these two teams are fighting for the lead in their division. So I think they're going to leave it all on the field. I like Herbert over 279 passing yards. KC's pass defense is not a good one, so definitely like Herbert over 279 passing yards. Mahomes passing yards is kind of iffy. Like my gut tells me he's gonna get over that, but I'm just kind of, if I do put a line with him on passing yards, I'm not gonna put big money on it. I like I do like Mahomes for pass TDs, and I like Mahomes for rushing yards. Now his last it doesn't look good here. His last 5, he's only averaging 8.2. But versus the Chargers, he had 45 rushing yards in his last game. Chargers has a good, D-line. I feel like they're gonna be putting that pressure on him. Again, this game is a very important game. I can see these two quarterbacks just putting it all on the line tonight. I like Patrick Mahomes over 15.5 rushing yards. I like Justin Herbert over 13.5 rushing yards. As you can see here, he has a good hit rate his last 5. He's averaging 34.6 rushing yards. So guys, this is only at 13.5. Trust me, as it gets closer to the game starting, this line will probably be bumped up a couple yards. So if you feel like you like this over 13.5 rushing yards, get it now. So I'm throwing a bunch of picks at y'all at the same time. So just to recap it so far, I like Patrick Mahomes over 15.5 rushing yards, over 1.5 touchdowns. I like him for fantasy score. I like him over 19. Again, I'm a little iffy on the passing yards, but when you throw in the passing yards, with his rushing yards, with the pass TDs. I like my home over 19 fantasy score. And I like Herbert over on passing yards. And let's look at that. We need to look at that. As you can see here, he's averaging 294. 3 out of his last 5. So I like Herbert over on passing yards. I like Herbert over on rushing yards. So again, guys, a lot of stuff comes with the quarterbacks, because the quarterbacks, you can mix and match them to get that 15x. To get a 15x, you have to have a quarterback over and a quarterback under to get the 15x. If you pick both quarterbacks over, you can get a 12x. I also like staying with the QBs. I like Herbert under half an interception. Let me see, I got the stats on these right here. So, and this I got off of PFF. 5 of Herbert's 11 interceptions have come on throws that PFF didn't grade as a turnover worthy. So they're more productive metric of future interceptions. So that means it should regress. He has all his weapons back today. So I definitely like Herbert under on the interceptions. So you can mix and match. You can pick the Herbert under, and I'll run that at the end of the video. But I like Herbert under on interceptions as well. Okay, so I like for receiving yards, I like Keenan Allen over 70.5. I think he's going to get there just on sheer volume alone. He gets a lot of targets. He should average anywhere from 7 to 8 to probably 11, 12, 13 yards a carry. A reception. So with all those targets, I definitely feel that he can get there. So I like him over 70.5 receiving yards, or over 6.5 receptions. Just pick, guys. This is whichever y'all guys like the most, but I do like Allen over on yards and receptions. I like the yards more, but if you feel like receptions are the way to go, because he might have a low yards per reception, you go with receptions over 6.5. Like last week or last game for the Rams, when Cup had a bunch of receptions, but there was just very low yards per reception until towards the end of the game when he started getting some more longer catches. So receptions might be the way to go for you, but I do like Allen on yards and receptions. And then we also got the other one that I like is for receiving yards. I like Guyton. I know the Chiefs receiving core is back at full strength, but I do like Guyton over 19.5. I feel like Herbert's just going to get, he's going to probably have over 300 yards passing. So I feel like Guyton can definitely get us over 20 yards. 20 yards is not much. He can get that with one catch. As you can see here, he's averaging 43.6 his last 5. This is one of my favorite picks. He's heavily favored to go over, not heavily favored, but he is favored on the lines to go over 19.5 yards. So give me Guyton over 19.5 yards. Now the kickers, I like the kickers. I'm not saying to throw the house on it. I'm not saying to run every single line with kickers in it, but a lot of the 15x that I've done has been with kickers. Now remember, these kickers, they hit a 40-yarder or a 50-yarder, they get 4 to 5 points. So if you get a 40-50-yarder with another short field goal or 3 or 4 extra points, you're over already. So just keep that in mind. If these teams can't get into the red zone, which the Chiefs are a good red zone team, but if they can't, if they're in the red zone, they can't get in. Kickers are the way to go. So I definitely will have some lines with both kickers going over. I like both kickers to go over. I'm not going to throw the house on it, but I do like the kickers as well. And like I said, the kickers are good for the 15x. I've done very well using the kickers for the 15x. Let's see what else I like here. This is just other stuff that I'm seeing, other people high on. I see some people liking Mike Williams over 4 receptions. As you can see here, he's averaging his last 5. He's averaging 4.8. It looks like at least you're guaranteed to get a push if you go on the 4. So a push, is definitely better than a loss, because you still have a chance to win. So it looks like based on his last 5, you can't go wrong on picking him over 4 receptions. He's at least going to get you a push, and hopefully he'll get you over. He has, last 2 games he has 5 and 6. So definitely like Mike Williams over on receptions. So what I'm going to do, and those are the picks that I'm liking for this game. So what I'm going to do now is just run some 15x lines. that I'm liking. Guys, remember, think outside the box. If you only like 2 to 3 picks of NFL tonight, and and you play NBA as well, you know, mix and match them with the NBA. Mix and match them with the NBA picks. What I'm liking so far today is, I really like the Mahomes. I like both of these guys on rushing. I really do. I really don't know what to go under on Mahomes. They don't have him on interceptions, and I didn't check if he threw interceptions last game versus them. But anyways, what I'm liking so far today is I'm liking Mahomes over on the rush. And then you come over here, I like Herbert under on the INT. So right off the bat, that gives you 4x, which is more than the normal. You usually get 3x for 2 picks. So right there, you already got 4x. Then you come over here. Probably my next favorite pick is either Allen or Guyton. I'll throw Guyton in on this one. So right now you got 5x, so you got to combine. So next you can go to throw in one of the kickers. Let me see if this might not. And guys, you got to play with it, because on some things they give you the 15x, on others they don't. All right, see this one they're only giving me 10x. So let's not do that one then. Let's take off the kicker here. Maybe if I would have ran both kickers. Hold on, let me take off Tate here. I think if I run both kickers, it'll give me the 15x. Okay, so definitely Guyton. They're not gonna. The reason is Guyton, because I played with this today and I was able to do some of the stuff. Okay, so this is. I'm sorry guys, I did play with this earlier today and I actually posted this in the Discord, and you were able to get a 15x out of it. I don't know why it's not working now. Okay, let me see on points. Okay, so it looks like they're not giving the 15x anymore with this mix of Herbert under. So let's take off this. Or let's take off. Let me try with Allen there. Okay. Okay, we got a 15x. So basically you got to take the receiver out of it, unless you do a receiver over under, I think. But anyways, this is a 15x right here. If you see my NBA video, I'm liking these two guys for NBA today. So you can do a Herbert under, Mahomes over on fantasy score. So let's take off the fantasy score because I like the rushing yards better. You see, you got a 15x. So I'm definitely liking the for the under on Herbert. I like Herbert over on everything except for interceptions, and completions could be risky. Both of the odds have these guys going under on these, but I don't really trust that. They both went over in their last game versus each other. So if I run any of these, I'll just try to get the 15x, but it'll be, you know, something low. I'll play light. But my favorite combination is Herbert under on interceptions, Mahomes over on rushing yards, and then you can mix and match it with let's see, now I think you could throw in the kickers. It's just because I had the receiver in there. Nope. Okay. And you'll see a lot of, I think I took Mahomes out. Let me see here again. Let's try the kickers one more time here. Yeah, so there you go. There's a 15x right there. If you like the kickers like I do, you can throw in both kickers. Mahomes over on rush yards. I have Tate here for the assist. I like Tate tonight on assist. And Herbert under on interceptions. If you don't like Tate, you can probably put some CSGO. can throw some CSGO in there. I think everybody's really high on Nico today. And there you go, you got a 15x. So you can mix and match these guys. You just got to make sure you have the one quarterback over, one over, one under, and then you can mix and match. So yeah, I'm liking this this is my favorite combination of the quarterbacks for the over and the under. I like Mahomes over on rush yards and Herbert under on interceptions. Again, if you like something else, if you like Herbert over on something and Mahomes under on something, you can run it that way. So guys, that's all I have for y'all tonight. Again, take advantage of the football and basketball and football or whatever else that you can mix it with to get that 15x. If you like quarterbacks, if you like both of them over on something, you can also get a 12x, which is nice too. Sometimes, you know, don't go against your gut, or don't pick something that you know like doesn't look great just to get that 15x. You got to be smart about it as well. But let me know what y'all guys are liking today for the NFL. You know, help me out, help anybody else watching this video. Let me know how it's going for y'all guys. I appreciate y'all, and I'll check back in with y'all tomorrow. Don't forget to join the Patreon. The link is right there below, guys. We're cashing every single day. Go ahead, join the Patreon, join our community, and I'll see y'all guys tomorrow.